So, this was not it. This was not it, okay? I laughed once. I laughed once at the Rick and Morty anime. And I'm a Rick and Morty fan. I've seen the whole show, right? This anime is terrible. Just straight up terrible. I was like, what? It had like genuinely no jokes. This is like the only joke or something. That, I don't know, he meets a girl that he liked or something, the new character, and then it ends or something. Like, there's no jokes. Like, there is no jokes! That is terrible! Like, it's so boring. Like, it's, like, it has this, like, classic Rick and Morty time traveling, different universes, right? But there's just no jokes there. Like, literally. Where's the comedy, right? Neither is it typical Rick and Morty humor, and it's not making fun of anime either. I think some people expect this anime to be like a parody, right, on Japanese culture and anime and so on. It's not really doing that either. A little bit, but trying perhaps, but not really. So it's a really weird episode, guys. So anyway, let me subscribe, press the like button, and make a quick review here of how much terrible this new Rick and Morty anime is. So the only time I laughed at all, chuckled, was this scene here, right? So this guy is Frank, and we saw him earlier in the episode, just like not saving Morty, it's like a random bystander. And then suddenly, in one of these universes, he comes in like a power armor and saves Morty. And there was a little fun that suddenly he's like a hero in this particular universe instead of being a bystander, right? And then they had, I guess, like a gay joke with this thing that I guess Morty was in love with him for all the years, was universe. But it wasn't really funny, right? It wasn't funny. It wasn't funny at all. I don't know. It was just like, yeah, he never got married, so I guess he was in love with this guy. But like I said, it wasn't funny. It's just, okay, I guess. Okay. So we established that's not funny, okay? Massive issue with this anime, I guess. Now, another issue that it has that I think is very objectively a big no-no here, honestly, in my opinion. And obviously now then, spoiler warnings, is that this show, though, is seemingly like the latest season, right? So everything you have seen in the previous Rick and Morty, right? For example, here then, Beth becoming this like badass space warrior lady, right? That's in this anime, right? This anime taking place is like after all the other normal episodes, I guess. So everything's already established, you know, with different universes, blob people, Beth Warrior, Summers is part of the gang, and all this stuff. So it's also I think it's very weird. It's a big mistake, right? I think this anime should have been like maybe an alternative Rick and Morty, another universe, right? Maybe a way to get, you know, people that haven't seen the show before, like people in Japan and so on, get into it, right? But no, half the jokes, I suppose, are like references, right? The last scene after the episode ends is a classic Blob and the Hunter gang when the dad's a cool hunter and so on. Like, you won't get that at all if you haven't seen the original show, right? Not just the first season, but several seasons, you have to see. So, I don't know why this anime is so focused on references to the old, yeah, to a lot of episodes, right? I think that's a massive mistake, right? Because then you basically are making the show only for the hardcore fans, yet they don't have any of the actual typical comedy or writing structure for the normal fans. So it doesn't make any sense whatsoever. So this show is just terrible. And then lastly, the structure was just non-existing, honestly. It's like, I get what you're doing. They try to do the classic Rick and Morty, alternative universes, right? This is not actual Rick, it's another Rick with longer hair. I get it. But like I said, right, if you haven't seen the original show, you won't get this at all, to begin with. But if you have seen the original show, it's like, it's not that very funny. The delivery here is just very boring. Oh, he's dead. Whatever. It's not funny. Like, what's the actual joke? What is the structure of the storyline? They just throw in these like typical Rick and Morty tropes to explain them whatsoever, or giving them any kind of like, you know, meaningful purpose to be there. Yeah, it felt lazy, right? It felt like they just took all the typical Rick and Morty elements there, but there's no like webbing between them, right? Yeah, it's just like a really weird. Honestly, it is genuinely the worst Rick and Morty episode I ever seen in my life. As in all the episodes, this is the worst by far, like straight up. This is terrible. That's the video. Subscribe, press like button, have a great day.